fun and positive vibe of the group. We also chose the best and the more recent photos of the artists and the group, and we incorporated the artwork and the signatures of the artists themselves. So it's as if the chocolates or the chocolate wrappers were signed by the artists themselves. So, it's a way for the fans to enjoy not only the best quality chocolates, but also they can keep the wrappers, and also maybe frame the wrappers, depending on how creative you want to be. So that's basically the story behind One Direction and Conte and how the One Direction chocolate bars came to be.
And also, when it actually was thrown in our lap, what you were thinking also is that usually when you've got concerts or not just boy bands, but you've got groups, whether it's Bruno Mars or whatever, they're always selling all sorts of stuff. You keep it, for that show that, hey, I was here, I've got a piece of this. And I said, you know what, you've got your t-shirts, you've got your traditional things, and I said, it just makes perfect sense, because you're just not talking about one individual, you're talking about five to make up a band, and if you can actually bring all of them together and just, it just made perfect sense for us, another offering outside of the traditional things that you actually purchase when you go to any type of concert.
Is it already available in the market?
Yes, in our stores.
It is.
6 stores.
In all of our 6 stores. In fact, what's also interesting is that they even call it the office, and depending if it's bulk orders or whatever, they even preserve it, because there's been an initial amount that was brought in initially to be part of this and for just the initial buzz, and there's a shipment coming in where it's going to be part of the actual concert itself, and then after the concert moving forward. So, but yeah, it's not going to run out. But again, whether it's through the stores, if you want to call the corporate office, you need to reserve. It doesn't have to be now, but we'll do that for you.
So we have 6,
Yes, go ahead.
We have 6 stores. We have in Shangri-La Mall, we have in Resort Square, we have in the Center, along 6 Magnolia, Century City, and
Greenbelt 5.
Greenbelt 5.
How's the public's reaction to the chocolates, and among the variants, which one is the best seller?
A lot of people actually buy the set. So we had a number of people that buy the set. Full collection. But if you're talking about
Individual, it's really a toss-up between Harry and Liam.
with the group,
There's a buzz with that. But for the most part, yeah, they'll buy the entire bundle together. But you've got people that'll buy the bundle and they'll specifically say, hey, can I buy 2 more of Harry, for example, or Liam? So those are the kind of the names we're currently hearing right now.
the group buys. That's being worked on. We're still discussing the
Well, first of all, they're very heavily involved because they're the ones actually, they have to approve the actual pictures that we actually use on the wrappers. So it was a very, very long process. It's not one of those things where, hey, I like this for 3 years, so I'm fairly current. Their signatures, the colors and everything, so they were very heavily involved. They were excited about the whole thing. It's no different than, again, whether it's a t-shirt or any other merchandise. Because as far as they're concerned, they're very so close and tuned to their fans. If their fans, they want whatever their fans, whatever piece of their fans, they can get a piece of something. So whether it's chocolates or whatever, they're excited about everything.
I also have a question because these bars have different flavors. So how come Zane's chocolate bar has this flavor and how come the group has this flavor? So who came up with the idea?
Well, it's interesting about the flavors. We would have wanted originally a flavor for each of the boys. What ended up happening was a combination of when everybody actually sat down and some of the guys, like the same flavors, their friend or whatever. So we threw out a couple of flavors and a couple of options, and at the end of the day, it was a collaboration of Vita Del Conte and their representatives to say, okay, this is really something that they like, this actually works. However, 2 of the boys, for example, like this, so we're going to go with this. But it was really both sides. We can't really say that, it was just them or it was just us. It really has to be, both sides to really agree to it because, you know, again, it's their name, it's their picture, it's their signature on it.
Any more questions? Yes.
Are you planning to put up a stall at the Mawa Arena during the concert? And are you planning to meet the boys personally to give the chocolates?
We're still working on the details and the terms for us to be able to set the whole the plan. So hopefully we get that. So we're still discussing the terms.
As far as giving the chocolates, we were fortunate enough to actually meet the group in 1975, right, when they came. So we actually, you know, met them, and it was a great opportunity. We gave them the chocolates directly. We had some photos taken with them. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. We are. That's the ultimate for us. That's our wish. But again, it's one of those, you know, we're hoping.
Any more questions?
Are you guys gonna give away some tickets or like having a gold ticket inside the chocolate bars? Or
Really want us
A golden
We'll
ticket.
give you one set of
Me?
chocolate bars. Like random.
That would be a great idea, but since we control the chocolates, I can give you the chocolates. I'd love to. Listen, I know everybody wants a backstage pass. I wish I could give that to you because I'll be your next best friend. We could, it's one of those things we've got representatives working closely with us with MMI. And, you know, who knows what can happen? You never know.
Sorry, I'm sure many other artists have seen this as well since it's out today. Has anyone approached and said, hey, I want to, or have you heard people call you maybe and say, float the idea that, hey, we're next or whatever? I don't know.
That we had crazy. Before we came out with the
In fact, when Bruno Mars came, unfortunately, we didn't have enough time, but we ended up with the actual bags, the bags itself, you know, with the Bruno Mars group picture, but we didn't have a chance to actually customize the bars. But Bruno's is right, there have been inquiries, it's just time.
Moving forward, you're going to be more aggressive in this maybe?
Actually, if there's one artist that you want to have on your album, who's that artist?
Oh no, you're not gonna catch me with that. I'm not gonna give a name. I like all five boys.
Which one's gonna happen?
Oh, any artist. You know, there's so many. You know what? I went to college in Texas. I'm a country western guy. I love Faith Hill. I love to see Faith Hill in concert. That's just me.
There are a lot of favorites. I can't
Don't give the most of your kids. Give your all.
right now.
Sino pinaka-masarap for you?
So we let you try them. So we brought these for you to try. So when the samples over there,
Because we're trying to afford. You know what's interesting? I'd love to tie up with any local artists. I would love it. In fact, I'd like to do a wedding for a local artist. I'd love to get it. I think that's fun. You know, because again, we customize for any event, including you know, maraming tao na dito pag mga giveaways. You know, nahihirapan tayo what to choose.
Getting married next year.
You know?
So then you
That's a nice idea.
That's a good idea. No, actually, we already did one. It was the one for Shelani and Roman. They used to do the different way back. They used when we were still very, very young. They used to. But we'd love to time with any and all. Absolutely. Absolutely. From Chris Aquino to everybody in between. Absolutely. Why not?
Next question. With this partnership or collaboration, will you guys increase price this year?
As far as our regular chocolates, you mean?
Yes.
No. We increased last year, but we've got no plans so far of increasing this year. There's nothing in the works there.
Was there increase in terms of since you have international artists for the chocolate bars? Were there increase from other countries like from fans from Asia who would like to get the chocolate and order them online?
It's interesting. We had a couple of emails saying, "Do you mail?" And they're from other countries. Some were even from the U.S. and some were other Asian countries. And so that's the chance if we can.
Chocolates, but I prefer
think the directioneers, they would really guide against all of these.
Is that option online?
You know, we haven't. We've been very, very careful with our response to that inquiry. I think that's something I guess Rose and I and the team should talk about because again, if they're willing to pay for it, if they're huge fans, and if it's only really made for the Filipino community and for the 2 days concert here, I mean, I don't see why we can't share it. If you're a collector and a true fan, perhaps we should find a way, but we're being very, very careful now as far as committing anything.
This is already mentioned.
Yeah, limited edition. Until it runs out. I mean, we're making a certain amount, and once it runs out, that's it.
Okay.
So,
Probably quite a good number. And what benefit numbers does that area?
is the number enough? The number is enough to cover the 2 days as far as the amount of people in the around the corners, plus some more afterwards if they want to rebuy, or people who don't are not able to attend the concert. But there is enough.
So as far as the concert is approaching, does it mean that the sales of this chocolate is getting bigger?
Yes.